For the donuts, here are the ingredients. Start by measuring your flour, which is 1000 grams. Measure your butter, which is 100 grams, and then add to the flour. Measure your 2 teaspoons salt. And add also to the flour. Measure your 200 grams of sugar and also add to the flour. Next is the eggs. For this 180 grams of eggs, I am going to be using 4. But I will only add the white part of the 4th one, not the yolk, because it will remain just little to make it up. After the measurement, set it aside. Then add 2 tablespoons of yeast into the flour also. Now we are done with the powdered ingredients. It is now time for the liquid ingredients. So for the liquid ingredients, I'm going to be adding 2 cups of water. My egg, which is 180 grams. And then I am going to start mixing. I'm going to be mixing for 5 minutes. Take note of that. I just shortened it in the video. Now it is 5 minutes. Next thing you will do, you transfer it to the floored work table. That is a work table where you sprinkled some flour. And divide the dough into 2. Okay? Placing each bowl in different bowl. Then cover them to rest for 5 minutes. Okay? After 5 minutes, you can now start working on the dough. While on the floor table, begin to gather them together. Remember, the machine has done all the work it's supposed to do on the dough. You can see that the dough is tacky somehow. It is not too soft. That is what you get when you want to do a soft donut. Okay? Now divide into 2. I have divided and each one was giving me 945 grams. Now gather them and place in 2 different bowls. Cover them to rest for 5 minutes. That 5 minutes is just going to make it a little bit softened. Okay? Meanwhile, this particular donut I'm showing you now has 2 different versions, and I'm showing you the first version. The second version, which will be coming in different video, I'll be showing you how to make your filling. So 5 minutes later, my donut is a bit soft and I want to now start working on it. So the first thing I'm going to do is to sprinkle some flour and then divide them according to the size I want. Note, there are 4 different sizes, which is 50 grams, 60 grams, 70 grams, and 80 grams. 80 is the highest. But for this video, I am taking 70 grams. Okay? So this is my 70 grams, okay? And I'm going to do the rest behind camera. Here are they. Now I'm going to be molding them one after the other. I'll pick one and bring all the rough parts to the top part of it, trying to create a smooth dough under it. Okay, see what I'm doing? And at the end of the day, I behave as if I am twisting it. And then I will face that side that is rough on the work table, and then, begin to work with it. Go round and round and round in order to seal it up completely. And your donut ball is ready. Watch me again do it. Bring all the rough parts to the top and after behave as if you want to hold all the top round, that is, you want to join them, twist them together so there will be no space. Okay, and after that you turn it, all right, and then place it on the table and then make it smoother, that part that is rough. Now these donuts are not ball donuts, take note of that. These donuts are also hollow donuts. I am going to create holes on them, but I'm going to be teaching you a method that you really like. This method will help you. By the time you finish making your donut, it will really come round. Okay, so first I'll make all the balls, arrange them on a tray, and allow them to proof for 1 hour before I will create my holes. Okay, so the same thing I'm doing, the same thing I'm going to be doing until all the doughs are formed. You can see them. So the first thing I did was to press down. As I am placing them on the tray, I pressed down. Okay, I pressed down, not too flat, but a bit down. Okay, so that it will have a surface that when I put my cutter to pick out the hole, it will not worry me. Okay, please watch me again as I am doing it. You see how I'm behaving as if I'm twisting it after bringing all the rough parts up so that everything will join. And then I'll go again on the work table and begin to play around, going round and round and round until that part is well sealed. Okay, now set them aside to rest for 1 hour, and after 1 hour you can see they are proofed. Okay, and I am now putting my cutter at the middle and picking out the hole. You can see what I'm doing, picking my cutter. Now you have to be gradual. This is a yeast dough. Don't be hard on it so that the whole thing will not fall completely. Okay, the main aim here is just to pick out the hole at the middle. So this is what I did until all the holes are picked out. Then I allow it again to rest for another 30 minutes before frying it. Now after 30 minutes, you place your oil on heat. Allow to get moderately hot. At least you can throw a tiny ball of donut into it so that you use it to monitor your oil. Allow the oil to and then begin to put hot in your oil. You can throw in one of the middle balls. Okay? So continue putting until you are sure that the pan has gotten enough that it can contain. Next, now there's one make sure that you flip over immediately after putting all your donuts. They don't really boil like. And one thing about donuts is boiling when you're frying. You may be thinking that it has to boil can easily be deceived before you turn it. No, as you see it is already cooking even when the oil is not boiling. If you keep quiet before you know it, your donut has turned brown. So when you are frying your donut, now there is this thing that is called ring at the middle of donut. Okay, it's not people always ask, how did you get this ring donut? If your donut is not well proofed, you will not get the ring donut. It is only when it is well proofed, that is 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes. That is when I can tell you that your donut will be well proofed. But in as much as I said donut must be proofed, don't allow it to overstay. If not, it will slap, because this is a yeast product. Yeast don't overstay. Okay, the highest your donut can stay is 1 hour 30 minutes. Okay, so now you can see it's already cooking even when it is not boiling. These are the carefulness you must take, and you have to continue flipping over. Okay, at intervals flip over so that you'll be sure that it's cooking all round. Now you can remove them from the oil once you notice that it has cooked very well. Okay, So the same method is what you are going to use to fry the rest of them. In the second video, I'll be teaching you how to make the ball donut and also how to use cutter for your ring donut, okay? For your hollow donut, sorry. And I'm also going to make sure that I teach you how to make the donut on the stick in that particular video. All right? So we're done with frying, and here are the donuts. The next thing we're going to be doing is to add our sugar and that of the jam to the donut. So just watch me demonstrate that. So you can see how round the donut is. They are not flat. They are looking so yummy. Now, add some jam into the piping bag. Now, the jam I'm using here is the cherry jam. I'm supposed to use the strawberry jam because it's actually strawberry jam we used in those days. And they are red when you look at it. But today's strawberry jam, they are brown like. So, I didn't like it, so I had to buy the cherry jam. So you use your scissors and create some holes in the donut, okay? Use the piping bag with the cherry in it and begin to pipe into the holes, bringing it out a little at the top in order to create designs. Now, I will just use the stick donut to decorate it on top. Don't worry, the stick donut, I will show you how I made it in the next video. Okay? And you are good to go. Here comes our finished donuts. It's looking so yummy, so appetizing. Watch me open one of these donuts. You can see how whitish, how sweet the inside is looking and how soft. I mean, you will like it. Just watch to the end. You can see that. Let me have a bite. Let me just have a bite. So yummy. You can't believe it. Go and try this thing out and just let me know what you think about it. Bye for now.